Strings in Python. We are now going to discuss strings in Python. In this tutorial, we discuss what is Python strings, how to declare a string, how to initialize the string, how to print the string, and other concepts about the string. If you go through the screen, you're going to see that there is some content is written in a green color. Hello, welcome to my page. I say that the above message is a string. How can I be so confident about that? Let us first understand what are strings. A sequence of character enclosed or surrounded by single or double quotes. So it means if it is surrounded by quotes, so it's a string. I'm going to give you example also. A sequence of character enclosed in a single quotes. Hello world. In a single quotes, it means it's a string. Second example, when I'm using a double quotes. Now if I scroll down, you will see one more example. And this example is hello Python 1234 welcome $$ exclamation mark. How can I prove that it's a string? There is an alphabets, numbers, and special characters. It's also a string. How? When all the things are combined and put in a double quotes or a single quotes become a string. Whether it is a number, character, special character, all are going to be a one family and they are going to become a string. That is called string. Now let us move to the next part. Now what is that? First I'm taking one example how to create and store a string. So I given the solution also. I declare one variable name str1 and I put the string that is hello world in double quotes. Now next step is to display. So I scroll again. I use print and how it has been done. Print str1 inside the brackets. When I execute this, it will display hello world. So now this is the way the print is going to be used to display the string which are written in a double quotes. So let us move to the next example. Now next is, now again I am explaining with another example also. There are two methods of accepting the string. One is a default and second by the user. Default means we directly put the value and when we execute the same value is going to be displayed. So method 1 I am using, it is a default value where I put the name Rohan and your name is name. When it will be execute, it will display me the Rohan. Second case is accepting the string by user. So I use input so that I'm going to enter through my keyboard and when I print the name is going to be displayed. So it might be I enter a name like Rohan, so it will give me the result your name is Rohan. I'm now going to show you the practically how it's going to be done. So I'm going to open an IDE for Python. I'm working in a Python that is Tony. Now I'm using a same example. I use str1 hello world and it's a default value and print. When I press the compile it and execute it, it will display me the same result and the result is hello world. It shows the result at the bottom. If you're going to see, the result is going to be display. So this is the simple way of display. If I want to display through my keyboard input, so I'm using another, here I have written nm equals to, nm is a variable, input, enter your name and print your name is nm. When I execute this, the cursor will blink. Either go down, there is a enter your name. So there I'm going to write down the name. I write down for some name ROHIT, Rohit, and when I press the enter, it will display your name equals to Rohit. So this is the case of using the input from the user. Now again get back to the same sheet. Now we move to the next part, and when we move there is how to create a empty string. Empty string means blank string. So here it is a empty string. I write down str1 equals to double quotes. There is nothing written, it means it's a blank. In second case, I put one more variable str2 hello. When I display str1 and str2, the first one is going to display me, show me blank. It's an empty string, and empty string means blank string. And str2 shows me hello. So this is the way the empty string is going to be created. We are going to use that empty string again, and here it is. When we move to the next part, now you know how to declare a string. Let us discuss operators of string. In operators of string, we discuss concatenation, repetition, membership in, and membership not in. First we discuss concatenation. Let us go to the concatenation sheet. Now, what is the meaning of concatenation? Joining of two string. The sign that is used, plus. Plus is used to join two string. So take a one simple example. Here I declare two variable, first name and last name, and I'm going to concatenate it inside the print using the plus sign. Here it is, plus sign. When I use a plus sign, it means I'm joining first name with the last name. And when I run it, it will ask you first Mahesh, the name of the first name that I enter, then enter the last name Singh, and when we execute, it will show me like this. But there is one problem, that there is no gap between Mahesh Singh. It is without any space. So I'm going to solve that problem also. First let us execute this program. Here it is. I'm now in an IDE of Python. First name, enter the first name, enter the last name, and then first plus last. Now I'm going to execute. When I execute, it will ask you the first name. Write down M.A. Mahesh. Then Singh. You will find out Mahesh Singh is going to display, but there is no gap. So we need a gap. What I'm going to do, I move to the next, again one more program. In this program, what I've done, same thing, enter first name, enter the last name, and I'm using the same first name plus, but I put a space between first name and last name. There are plus before and after. It is used to join with the space. If I execute it again and write down a simple name, anything, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. There is a gap. So this is concatenation joining. Let us move to the presentation again. Now it is with and without spaces. Now next again, I'm using this, how to copy one string into another using concatenation. I'm showing some more examples. Now in this, what I've done, I declare one str1. Inside that, hello is written. And I want str2 to store hello plus world. I'm saying hello plus world. That means I'm joining. So str1 store hello. And join world with str1 and store inside str2. When I display, it will display me str1 and str2. In str1 will show hello, and in str2 shows hello world. Now I'm going to show you again that practically also. Let us go to the Tony. Now I'm going to show you practically how to concatenate two strings into one. Here it is. I declare str1 hello and str2 world, and I'm going to join str1 with str2 and store inside the str1. Means I'm storing with hello world also. When I use str1, it will display me hello world. Now I'm going to show you that practically also. I'm printing, so it will show me the answer hello world. Means str1 first concatenate with str2 and overwrite str1 with the new updated value, and then str1 display me hello world. Now we move to the sheet again. Now here it is, the same thing. How to copy one string to another I have shown you practically also. Now I move to the third example. If you want to copy str1 and str2 into str3, means we declare 3, str1 hello, str2 world, and str3 blank. It means it's an empty string. And what I am doing, I am joining str1 and str2 and store inside the str3. So I'm using print str3. It will display me hello world. So I'm going to show you that practically also. When I move to the Thoni again, here it is, str1 hello, str2 world, str3 blank, that is empty string, and str3 equals to str1 plus blank space then str2, and it overwrite and change the str3 from empty to the hello world. When I press the compiler and run execute, it will display me hello world. That means str3 store now hello world with the blank space. So this is the work of concatenation joining. Now let us move to the next part, that is repetition. Now in repetition you will see there is a sign of star, and what is the use of this star sign is to display the result how many times you want. It will multiply that. So I am giving you one example that I want to display the text 5 times. That means hello I am writing and in str1, and I want to display this hello 5 times. There are two methods. You write down str1 multiply by 5 or 5 multiply by str1. It will going to work in the same way, and it will, without any spaces, it will display hello 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 5 times. That is the work of the repetition is. So I'm going to show you practically also how it is going to work, that how it is going to display me. So here it is, I have declared one variable hello, and I'm using that same line str1 multiply by 5, and again I put a blank print so that next line there is a gap. Then again I put print 5 multiply by str1. When I execute, it will display the same thing, means both are going to work in the same way. Hello is going to print 5 times. So this is the work of the repetition. Now we move to the next one. So for the next one, go to the same sheet again. Now in the sheet we are going to move to the next part. One more example is there. I'm using the same thing. In this time I am using to accept the string from the user. Means you can accept the string from the user by input, and when you enter some name, I put world. To world is going to be display 5 times. Means in place of that hello, you have to put the name of the variable that you are using. Put that variable name there and multiply by 5. It will display in the same way. Now let us move to the next part. Now when we move to the next is membership. In a membership we are going to use in. What is the use of this in is? This operator returns true when the value is present in the given string. Means that particular character is present inside the string. So I declare a example also. There is a variable named nm, and the string is Python, Python, small letters. So I put print, in a single quotes I put one character y, then I put the same that operator that is using in, that is in I am using, and then nm is the variable. So it means y exists inside that nm. If yes, then print true. So that is the work of in is. Second thing is not in. Not in is the same thing, but it is not exist. Now what I have done here, same line nm Python print capital N, not in nm. There is small n, it's a capital N. So again it will display me the result that is true. That means it not exists inside the Python. Let us do it practically. Here it is. I have written nm Python. First line I write down print p in nm, and second is print small p not in nm. Here p is a capital letter. So first one is going to display me true, that it exists, and second one is p not in nm. Yes, it is also true. So in the both the cases the answer is going to be true. So that is the use of this line. In is going to be used. It's going to just find out that it exists or not. That is why it has been used. Now if we move to the next part, it is traversing a string. So we will discuss in the next that what is the use of traversing a string. Let us now discuss traversing a string. So what is the meaning of traversing a string? Accessing all the elements or characters of string one after another using index value. The important part is the index value. So in this we are going to first understand the index value of a string. So I'm taking one more example. Let us take one example, that is I'm declaring one variable str that is store welcome Python, a simple string, and I want to display the first character, that is W. So how I'm going to do that? In a solution, if you go through, I declare the variable str store welcome Python. When I print, I use str square brackets and 0. You should know that the default value indexing of a string is 0, starts from 0, so it will display W. Now to understand or read the character, let us first go through the diagram of a string. So I make a character representation of a string where I put welcome Python. You know that all are been in a boxes, and each box contain a single character, and the space is also there in a separate, it's also a character. Now we need to understand the index value. So you should know that there are two types of indexing, positive and negative. I'm going to show you the diagram. Positive from left to right and starting by default from the value 0, and negative is from the right to left. So here is the diagram, and in this diagram I put the arrow, one move arrow towards the right and one goes toward the left side. You will see that the indexing of positive starts from the 0 and it moves at the last one less than the total counting. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. N place is 14, but it starts from 0, so last is going to be 13. And indexing negative starts from right to left. So -1, -2, -3, -4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. So you should remember this thing, indexing. So need to write it down in your copy also. Draw this diagram so that you need to understand how the positive is going to work, how the negative. Now let us move to the example. Now I'm showing you again the same thing, example to how to display. I'm using the same diagram and I put one line, that is str1 of 5. I just put a box and hide the answer. I want that you need to find out what is the answer is. It is a fifth place, so it's a positive value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it is 5. So what is that 5 is? M. So output should be M. Now let us take one more example. Now it's a negative value. Now again I use print str1 -6. Where is -6? Here it is -6. And what is the value is? P. So when I remove this box, the answer is P. Yes. Now let us move to the next. I'm taking the same example, same diagram, so that you're going to understand it also. Now what I'm going to do, I'm using slice method. Slice method of Python. For that you have to use two bracket and the colon. It is separated by a colon. First we need to understand what is this through a syntax. Then we will take an example. First you have to take the string name, whatever name or whatever name you have to declare for a string. Then starting index value, then there is a colon, and ending index value, the last value, and end is always going to be one less than, means -1. It means if the value is 7, it will run up to value that is 6. 1 less, minus 1. So this is the, again I am taking the example same, welcome Python. So let us go through one example. What I have written, print str1 3:6, positive value 3, here it is 3 and 6. You know that minus 1 is going to be there, so it will display you COM. So COM is the answer. Now let us take another example. We move to another example, and what is that example is 3 colon. First value is given but the last is not given. So you have to start from the third up to the last character, that is N. So come Python is going to be display. Come Python, you are going to start from the third place, that is C, and it will display up to N because last value is not given. So it will run execute up to the last character. Now if we write in the same thing in a negative, minus 2 colon, nothing is given. Now where is that minus 1? Minus 1 is here and minus 2 is here. So in this case what happened? It will execute from minus 2 to the right side, and what is given? O and N. So on is going to be display. It will display you on. Now let us move to the another. Here it is. Same time I am taking again and again. That time I have taken 3 colon nothing. Now I am taking blank colon 3. Blank colon 3. It means str1 colon 3. So what is the answer is going to be? WEL. Starting from W up to 3, that means 3 is C. But C is the last character, means minus 1. So up to well it is going to display. This is the way the answer is going to be display. It's a positive value. Now we take another one. It's a negative one. Now what is given? Print str1 colon minus 2. Means starting is not given but the last value is given. So it will start from the starting well W and up to the last character, that is 1 less, that is H. So it's going to display me up to H is going to be. Why? Because the last value minus 1. So it will jump 1 less is going to be display up to H, not up to O. So let us now do these questions practically also, so that you will understand how to use it. Then we will discuss the another one, this one. So before that we go to the Python. Here it is. I'm going to show you first example. Here it is a simple one where I put welcome Python and str2. So that means 0, 1, 2. When I execute this, it will display me the line, and what is the answer is going to be display. When I execute, L is going to be displayed. Why? Because it's the second position is 0, 1, 2. Then I have got to use second one in a negative case. It is minus 4. When I execute that and execute and run that, it will compile and give me the answer T. So that means minus 4th position. You have to go through that diagram. You will understand where the 4th position is. So T is going to be displayed. Last one is going to be, the last is going to be, I'm using slice option 3:6. And when I execute it again, it will start executing and display me the result COM 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 less, that is COM is going to be display. Now we move to the example again. Now the next question is, if the question is to print these character from the string using slice method, and there is a third point is given in that slice, that how many characters you want to gap, you have to put the gap. Means if I'm going to use this str1 0:14:2, it means how much you want the indexing is going to be jump, means plus 2. If it start from 0, so it will jump to the 2, then it goes to 4. Whatever red is given, that means it's jumping. So when I execute this, it's going to give me the answer like this: WLOEPTO, means it jump of plus 2 is going to be incrementation of 2. That means W, then L, then O, then E, then P, then T, then O. This is the way this thing is going to work. If I'm going to show you practically also that how it is going to work, if I put like the same way, I put 0, and what is the next value? I'm going to check, that is 14. I put 14, then I put colon sign and 2. When I execute welcome Python, it will give me the same answer that we going to show in the screen, WLOEPTO. This is the way the slicing is going to work in a string.